Hello guys and welcome back to Aquatic Life and Theme Parks. And today's video I'm going to be giving you your monthly update. Now it's already January of 2025 and I hope everyone had a very happy new year from yesterday and obviously today. But it is 2025 already, which means the first update of the year. So we're going to be talking about the fish's health and care, the plant's health and care, and any changes and updates that are happening with the tank. So let's start off with the species of fish and shrimp in the tank, that their health. So the neon tetras, there are 9 of them and they are thriving in this tank. Their colours really do show. So the neon tetras are the red and the blue, and the flame tetras are the orangey red coloured fish. They're at the top right now. So the neon tetras, they're doing really well. They've been in the tank since 2024 of April. They are thriving a lot. I've only had one loss from these neon tetras since I got them back in April, so they have been doing really well. The flame tetras, there are still 4 of them, so obviously they are surviving as well, very, very well. I've lost quite a few of them since I got them back in March, so it is quite sad that I only have 4 now, beginning of 2025, but they are doing really well and living happily and healthily in this tank. The shrimp, on the other hand, they are doing fine as well. As I say in many of my updates when I'm talking about my shrimp, I let them get on with it. I don't count my shrimp every day. You shouldn't count your shrimp every day. If you've got, 50, maybe even 10, it's going to be quite a lot to count. And they're everywhere in the tank. You can just see one on those rocks there now. So let's now talk about the plants' health and care. The plants are doing okay. They're not growing as big as they can. There is a lot of black algae in this tank, so what I'm basically going to be doing is basically taking all the plants out and taking all the sand out and everything out and basically redoing the tank just with the plants and sand. I'm not going to be changing any of the escape or the filter or anything. I'm just going to be basically changing the plants and changing the sand. Now obviously you're probably thinking, where are the fish going to go? I'm going to be getting onto that just a moment's time. But tons of black algae, the only way is to get rid of it now, and this was a last resort, but the only way is to get rid of it is to restart all the plants, plant them as usual into the sand with root tabs and everything, and basically restart the plants. So I know I'm going to be showing you where the fish and shrimp are going to be living for their temporary home right now. So as I was saying earlier, I am going to be taking out all the plants and all the substrate out of the tank. So obviously I will be having to move all the fish and all the shrimp into my old Super 6 fish tank, also known as the White Cloud Mountain Minnows. Now, if you've been a fan of the channel, you'd know I have had this tank for quite a while, and it used to be home to 6 White Cloud Mountain Minnows. Obviously they died a few years ago now, I think back in 2023 of November, which is crazy to think that was nearly, 2 years ago, 1 year ago nearly. So obviously you're probably thinking, this is going to overcrowd, this is going to overstock the fish tank, your fish are going to be really stressed out and everything. So I have bought equipment that will hold numbers of fish in a smaller aquarium that will obviously make it less stressful for me and less stressful for the fish. Now the reason why I'm moving the fish into the 46 litre is because firstly it will stress them out that I'm going to be taking out their plants, all of the wood, all of the rocks, all of the substrate, so it's obviously going to stress them out. It's also going to be less stressful for me. I'm not going to be having to worry about where the fish are, where the shrimp are, where everything is in the tank, so I know they're all in one tank safe. Safe then being in the tank that I'm basically redoing in such a way. So let's see what equipment I've got. So if you are setting up a tank, I do hopefully recommend these filters and heater. So I have got the Aqua Internal Filter 200. So this has a spray bar and just a normal nozzle, but there are 2 really helpful functions on the FIP 200 Aqua Internal Filter. So the first function is this spray bar here. Now this spray bar will spray water from the nozzle out over the water, so it will move the water around on the top, letting the water oxygenate. The other helpful feature is that on the front there is a button look like button that you can move up and down. There's also a plus sign and a negative sign. This means that you can either plus the amount of water that is being pumped out of the spray nozzle, or lower the amount of water that is being pumped out of the spray nozzle. It also reduces the speed. Say your fish are being battered around in the tank, you can obviously reduce it. I then also bought the Aquatropic heater. So this is an aquarium heater that has one cool function. Obviously with most heaters, like my Fluval heater in my Amazon tank right now, there is a nozzle at the top and some numbers. This one also has the nozzle but not the numbers. The numbers are inside the heater, which when you turn the nozzle a red line comes on, basically indicating or telling you what your temperature is in your aquarium. Now obviously when I'm moving these fish, I'm going to have to recycle this aquarium, so I am going to be using the water. So this water that is in here now, the water that you can see in the aquarium now is from the Amazon tank, so they are used to their own water obviously in their aquarium. I'm also going to be doing a water change today and moving more of their water into the aquarium and then cycling it. So I'm going to be using my usual Aqua Care, so their Bio Boost and their water treatment, so then it's all cycled and ready. But that is your monthly update for January. Hope everyone had a very happy new year, as I said at the beginning of the video. Stay aquatic everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.